Hi Aries, Amanda here. Welcome and thanks for tuning in to your tarot reading for the month of June. Today we're using the Slow Holler deck. I will link to this deck and give you some more information in the bio of this video. But now I just invite you to take a nice deep breath with me as we call in the cards for Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of June. So the spread that I do, I start with what you are holding space for. What you are holding space for in this moment as we begin June. What is in your heart space? What's in your heart space? What are we holding space for here? What's going on inside of you? And then I will ask what you are releasing in the month of June, what you are inviting in, what action you can take towards that invitation, and what Spirit is doing behind the scenes to help you out. All right, Spirit, what is Aries holding space for in the month of June? What are we holding space for? All right. Traveler of Stones, also known as the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Traveler of Stones in the Slow Holler deck. So as you can see in this card, there's this hand sort of unraveling at the top here, unraveling and letting go of the stones that they were carrying down into this river, into these waters, letting go, letting go. So you're in a moment of letting go so that you can move forward. This, the Knight of Pentacles tends to be a very slow moving energy. It can feel like things are stuck when you're in this Knight of Pentacles energy. They're not stuck. You're simply moving very slowly, taking aim into what direction you need to go in next, sort of taking a moment to get grounded in yourself, to know where you're going. Part of that process of getting real with yourself before you move forward is knowing what is too heavy for you to continue to carry, what you need to let drop into and into the emotional waters and let them wash that away. Let them wash that away so that you can move forward on this journey. That's what you're holding space for in your heart right now. Maybe this is resonating with you deeply and you know what those stones are. Chances are, if this is resonating, you know what it's time to let go of and what it's time to release into those cleansing waters and let them float downstream so that you can move forward. But not moving forward quite yet in this very moment that I am meeting you in this video for this reading. All right, Spirit. So what is Aries releasing? What is Aries releasing in the month of June? Okay. We've got two cards here. The Four of Branches. Okay. The Four of Branches, or the Four of Wands in the Smith-Rider-Waite deck. We've got some foxes here grabbing on to some sticks. They're hopping over some really beautiful flowers. It feels like springtime. They're going to do something with these sticks. They're ready to build something together. They're working together to build some sort of structure with the four here, with the Four of Branches. So there's some sort of structure, perhaps, that it's time for you to release. And then we got the Six of Knives, or the Six of Swords. This energy is movement. We are moving somewhere else, moving into calmer waters, only taking with you what is necessary. And we see that that is true here. There's some sort of movement that wants to happen here, but you've got to let go of something before you can do that. So the Six of Swords is very much a card of release. It's very much a card that says, we're moving from these turbulent waters into calmer waters. Somebody wants to take you to safety here, take you to a calmer space, but you've got to let go of what's keeping you in that turbulence in order to move to this next phase that is more stable and calmer and a totally new frontier. A totally new frontier. So what I'm picking up on here is that there's some structure. Sometimes the Four of Wands is shows a partnership. It shows some sort of companionship, some sort of relationship, two people under this structure of these four wands that are holding up a threshold, and they are standing underneath of it. Now, if that structure, that threshold is what you are releasing, then there is something about that wasn't quite right and kept you in those turbulent waters. And so you know that you've got to release that structure and allow the Six of Swords to take you on a journey somewhere new. Take you on a journey somewhere new that is going to be a safer structure for you. But in order for that to happen, you're holding space right now. I think you know that this has to happen, and now you're just holding space for the actual letting go. This is what the moment of pause is here before this journey. The actual release. The actual release that will then spur things forward. So, Spirit, what is Aries inviting in? What is Aries inviting in the month of June? Oh my gosh. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, again, two cards. We got intersection, which is justice in the slow holler deck. Intersection. Okay, we've got this person standing on top of a mouth holding lots of different elements that are all in balance. All in balance. And this person is fabulous, I might add. Hell yeah. I want you to see that closer. This card feels like finally to me. Suddenly I'm looking at this and this person just says finally. So if this is justice, you know, finally justice is served. Finally things are coming together into balance, intersection. And that makes sense for moving towards calmer waters. The thing about this card is often when it's pulled, we're in this moment where we feel like something unjust is happening. Some sort of injustice is happening to us. This situation is not right. This is so messed up. I can't believe this is happening to me. And the best and hard medicine that justice is offering is to first, before this wrong can be righted, you've got to accept what's there. Pardon me. My phone did a thing. Okay. You've got to accept what is about this very moment. Accept the injustice. Accept that things are not intersected. Accept that there is not balance here right now. And trust that balance is being invited in. That balance is being invited in, and we got confirmation of that with the sun. Something is going to come to light. Something is going to be illuminated, and it's going to be for your greatest happiness. Check this peacock out. Again, it's funny that I picked up on this energy of this person just being fabulous. So is the peacock. This peacock is fabulous. Okay. Flaunting these feathers, saying, look at me, I am something else. I am all that. And not coming from this place of overinflation or overinflated, exaggerated ego. No, this is about knowing who you are and being willing to shine it out. Shine it and radiate it out for the whole world to see. So what you are inviting in, accept things as they are right now, trusting that however justice needs to be served, it will be served. And it may not necessarily be in the way that you would do it. It may not necessarily happen in the timing that you wish it would happen. But when it happens, And even right now, in this moment, there is an opportunity here to just say, I'm accepting things as they are, and I'm going to allow myself to shine. I'm going to find the happiness and the light in the midst of this tough situation. That is what you are being invited to bring into your energy right now in the month of June. Let's find out what action that you can take towards this invitation. What's the action for Aries? Ooh. The Oracle, the High Priestess, y'all. It's time to dive deep. It is time to dive really, really, really deep into your intuition, into your knowing. This oracle is in front of the moon, in front of the full moon, because that moon energy, that intuition, that knowing that comes to you when you close your eyes and you sit in that darkness, and the voice that you hear that wells up within you. This is what you are being called towards. You are being called by this oracle to tap into that oracle energy that exists inside of you. To first acknowledge that you are a deeply intuitive being, deeply intuitive. You've got to acknowledge that in order to then be able to start to tune into that and then trust what you hear when you do. Trust what you hear when you do, and that is going to help you understand what you need to release and how you can release it. How you can accept whatever structure needs to fall and whatever turbulent waters that you have been in, accepting that situation and then being willing to drop what needs to be dropped in order to move to calmer waters, in order to move towards your happiness where you can fluff your feathers out in fullness, where you can be the fullness of who you really are. And I'm getting that whatever you are releasing right now, the structure is not in place for you to fan your feathers. Okay? Listen to that oracle within, because you are a deeply powerful intuitive being, whoever I'm tapping into here, and this oracle is asking you to let your inner guide lead the way forward. Let your inner guide lead the way forward. Okay, what is Spirit doing for you in all of this? What is Spirit doing behind the scenes for Aries in the month of June? Whoa. Okay, we have 3 cards. They are talking to you today. Fortuna, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a card that says change is happening. Check out all of the phases of the moon, all right? The moon moves through these phases and through these changes every month. And some months more than others, it can feel like a different, as the moon moves every couple of days, like you're in an entirely different life every couple of days, or an entirely different emotional space every couple of days. And it can feel hard to surrender to that change. And Spirit is coming in and saying, we got you. This chaos that you may be feeling is the only thing you can really count on in this life. It is the only sure thing, is that kind of change. And so surrender to that change. Don't stick your fingers in the spokes of this wheel. One of my tarot mentors, Lindsay Mack, she always says that with this card. Take your fingers out of the spokes, trying to control the turning of the wheel. Take your fingers out of the spokes so you don't get hurt. Let the wheel turn. Let the winds of change come and blow you to where they need to blow, because Spirit is stepping in here with some sort of change. Know that that change is coming. Don't resist it. Do not resist it. We also got the 3 of Branches here. This card is so gorgeous. So this is the 3 of Wands. It's a moment of, especially in this card, we're looking at a real journey here. We've got the bare stem with just the thorns, and then we start to get a couple of buds, and then suddenly the buds are almost ready to pop off. They are almost ready to pop off and bloom. So I'm getting that since we have the Four of Wands that needs to be released because you need to restructure, Spirit is coming in and helping you with the inspiration, the spiritual and creative inspiration that you need in order to understand how to restructure. What is the correct structure here? How do I rebuild? It's almost like Spirit's coming in with taking that step back. Okay, hold on. We can't use these wands to build this structure. We just realized that. So we have to let go of those wands. And now let's take a step back from the 4 to the 3. And what do we need to do? We need to find the inspiration again, acknowledging this journey. So it's sort of a moment of pause, acknowledging the journey that you really want to go on. Again, the journey that allows you to move towards the sun here. Check this out. This journey that's happening in the background is moving you towards the sun. So what structure do you need to get towards that sun? This is a moment of real spiritual evaluation of what that is. And especially with the Oracle card coming out here, I think you are in a moment of real spiritual tapping into your spirit. Tap into where your spirit is really trying to guide you. What are your deepest desires? What are your deepest drives? What's the fire inside of you that stokes you and moves you forward? That's what you're reevaluating here, and Spirit's going to help you do that. And then bam, Architect of Stones. Okay, this is, there's no kings and queens in this deck. There's visionaries and architects. And so this architect energy is someone that is building something tangible out in the world. And you can see they are on the top of a ladder grabbing the fire from the sky, grabbing the asteroid or maybe a comet from the sky, and using that to continue to construct their own planet here. I am getting that Spirit is helping you reevaluate your situation here so that you know the structure that you really need in order to do what you got to do here in this lifetime. This is a card of how do you build your planet? How do you build your own planet? And this is a totally new thing. Nobody else is on this planet. It's just you, because you are pioneering something totally new. You are pioneering an entirely new existence, an entirely new way forward. You've got to trust the cosmos. Trust that the cosmos, spirit, divine, whatever you want to say, is going to bring the winds of change and blow the exact comet that you need your way. And when that happens, you're going to be at that top of the ladder ready to catch it and bring it back down and help feed and build and construct your world. The world that only you can build, because you are a completely unique being with a completely unique perspective. And I'm getting that you are branching out and doing something totally new. Something never done before, and something that you certainly have never done before. So trust that Spirit is helping you in that process, for sure. And it's up to you. This is the action that you're supposed to take here this month. It's up to you to tap into that energy within you. Tap into that energy within you so that you can hear what Spirit's trying to say, so that you can hear what Spirit is trying to tell you, to understand what you need to release in order to get this energy moving forward, and how you can surrender to this process. Okay, let's just see bottom of the deck here. Great. Yeah. 9 of Stones, the 9 of Pentacles. You can see here that this goat is at the top of this pile of stones that they constructed, and they're standing up there with grapes, celebrating. I built this all by myself, with my independent energy, with my own strength, with my own 2 hands. This is you. This is you, Aries. In fact, that might even, I think it is a goat, representing the earth signs here, since stones is the suit of earth. But you can't ignore the fact that this This hooved creature has horns just like the ram, just like you, Aries. So this is you up here on top of this mountain that you have constructed with the fiery gifts from the cosmos that are going to blow your way from spirit. And this is you just on top of your game, enjoying the fruits of your labor. Enjoying the fruits of your labor here. There's a lot of independent energy here, Aries. So if you are leaving a partnership, or if a partnership is restructuring, I'm getting that whatever is restructuring in your life is making way for your solo journey. It's making way for you to really come out here as the full independent being that you are. And it's really time for you to shine. It's time for you to be the architect of your future. And Spirit is coming in with winds of change to help you do that. Just really tap in to the deep, deep wisdom that you've got inside of you. All right, Aries, thank you so much for joining me. Good luck this June, and make sure to check back. If you enjoyed this reading, please click that like button. That helps this video get out to where it needs to go, and helps to promote my work and my channel. So please do click that like button. And if you want to check back in with me and hear what else I've got to say for you, maybe in mid-June, certainly in July, please subscribe. Click that subscribe button. All right, y'all. Take care.